the justice? What is the purpose of justice delivery system? Ultimately, it is resolution of disputes and settlement of grievances. So if we can create an atmosphere, at least between the lawyers, I always tell the lawyers, why do you fight in the court? Whom are you going to win over by fighting between yourself? So you don't get a peaceful atmosphere. So I used to tell the lawyers also. But coming to the question as you asked, so if people have faith in justice delivery system, and if you can create an atmosphere where, ultimately the system itself can come to their help, it's also a facility. The mediation outside court is also a facilitating process for the justice delivery system to, take on. There's no doubt about it. But I tell you the Indian psyche. See, what was our condition before all these court constitution and constitutional courts came to our aid? We will say justice in accordance with law. This was justice in accordance with law was our culture also. Originally, look at the interior system, the village head calls for people, and hears both sides and helping them to bring about peace. So I understand there was a more peaceful society. There was a more understanding society, and there was better dialogue between the parties. There was hardly any communal problems also. There was any intercommunity disputes also in those times, because people facilitated dialogue. There were people to guide them. There were people to bridge the misunderstanding between them. Whereas, in a court, what do you do? Court, they take a very conventional or orthodox role, they say. I know many of the judges who sat with me, be it in Supreme Court or High Court, they used to tell me, sir, your role, this is not your role. This is not your role. There was a couple of judges in other courts who used to say, oh, these things you can go and tell in that court. That court means where I sat as a judge. So these are things which you should tell that court. My court is for the deciding law. No, as Sriram said, it's not a question of deciding law. What is the purpose of law? The whole purpose of law is to create order in society and to prevent disorder in society. So if we can create an atmosphere otherwise than deciding a question of law, and if we can create order in society and prevent this disorder in society by resolving the disputes and finding a solution for the grievances, what more is the whole idea of justice? Idea of law and idea of justice, you must differentiate. This is the idea of justice, and this is for this the courts have been set up.